Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be going through my catch-all planner for the month of May, and I'm going to be showing you guys all of my After the Pen spreads for my faith, my daily health, and social planners. So let's jump in. Okay, this is my first part of my planner. This is my stickies and my goals section, and I've got my annual planner stuff up here as well. So it's a little bit of a walkthrough too of my planner, but I've got all of this in the front. Go into my goals section, and then I'll just quickly go through it since it's been a little while since I went through. I have not been in this section much, I will honestly say, in the last couple months, so I'm going to refocus myself and get back into this, look at where my goals are, do kind of an evaluation, and then reset myself up for the coming months. But yeah, so I have my vision board, and if you guys are interested in this whole goals section, I have a full series showing how I set everything up. So I will link that here in the video so you guys can check that out if you want to set up your own goals in a similar fashion and just kind of see my process and method. So I've got my vision board. I have this goal review from 2019 still in here, my 2020 goals, which I need to go through. Like I mentioned, I have some project sheets that I need to work through still, and one that I've already done. I've got my milestone checkoff list, habit trackers. I also have my morning routine in here and my master schedule, which I think I'm going to reset up one more time. Luckily, I've done it in pencil because obviously things have changed because of COVID-19, and so I want to get that set up so that I'm actually following a better schedule every day and I'm getting things done. That's my goal section. Okay, so now we jump into May, and the first section of my planner is my faith planner. It is a monthly layout planner from the Happy Planner, and I set it up each month, so I always have Before the Pen videos on that. So if you wanted to see how I've been setting them up each month, and then my flip throughs are a great way for you to see how I'm actually using it. That's how that's set up. So I've got this monthly layout from May, and basically what I was doing for this month was setting up time to meditate on God's Word every day and kind of building up throughout the month. And then I'm going to go ahead and move this dashboard out, and I'll reset it in a minute. Each day I would try to take time to think about what I had read in the passage and also what I was writing in my verse. And then also I did a little gratitude each day just because. And so I think that came out pretty good. It definitely got me thinking a little bit more about focusing on what I was reading and kind of making it apply to my life. So it was a good use of this monthly layout. My overview page. So yeah, so this one I use my habit trackers over here for my prayer, reading, and writing daily. I have my prayer list, just some encouraging stuff, and then things that I was thinking about throughout the month. So this one was actually a use, and I really enjoyed this spread. Here's my first half of the month with my verse of the day writing. So if you're new or you haven't seen my channel before, I take these monthly layout freeform pages, which are called daily tasks in the planner layout, and I use them to write in the verse of the day using the YouVerse app on my phone. It has a daily verse that comes up, and I just open up the app and write down the verse that is there each day. And what I'm trying to do is do two things. One, get more into the word, but two, also practice my lettering. So that's why I have different lettering styles, and I just try to be creative with the lettering. It's kind of progressed as I've gone through the months. I started this in the beginning in January, and you can kind of see if you go back through the flip throughs how it's progressed. This month I decided on doing just black ink, no color. In the previous months I added in color, and I liked it in certain aspects, but some pages got a little bit too busy, and I thought this would be a really good layout to do an all black, lettering throughout because of kind of the styling of the pages. So this was the very first half of the month, and then here is my second half. Pull this up. So yes, this is the second half, and I've been trying to do different styles of lettering. Sometimes it just comes to me, sometimes I see something and I think, oh, I'll try to reproduce that. And then sometimes there is, little doodles and things I try to incorporate when it applies to the verse I'm reading. So the second half of the month, and I think it's coming along pretty well. I feel like my monoline lettering is getting better. I need to find a good pen though that will work for this. All of this month I use my friction pen, and I've mentioned this before, but it's not really great for lettering just because of the way that the ink comes out and it's a little bit shaky. So, but I like the ability to erase because I make mistakes, and previously I would be penciling in what I wanted to do before and then tracing it with a permanent style pen. This one I just kind of freehanded, and if I messed up I would just erase it. So it was kind of nice, a little faster paced, but yeah, like I said, the ink is not my favorite for lettering. I really like how it came out though, I like the different styles, and I might do this again in the future, but I think next month what I'll do is do black with one pop of color each day and go back to that. I did that a couple months ago and I really liked it. So that's how I'm using that. There's also a notes page and then another notes page and a currently page that follows. I haven't been using those. Maybe I'll use those in the future, but that's how I'm using my monthly layout Happy Planner. And if you are looking for any of the planners that I'm using as I go through this flip through, please check the description. I link everything that I can down there. And if you're looking for a specific layout, if there's like decor and stuff that you like with a specific layout, check the before the pin videos, the plan with me's, and in the description below those I have the individual items I use to set them up. Okay, so that was my faith section, and so now we're getting into my daily, and I started off my daily section with my spring bucket list. And like many of us, my spring did not go to plan, so not too much done on this. It was a fun bucket list to have, but yeah, it's been kind of neglected. Barely been able to do anything on there, but I had a few minor things, and so that's my spring bucket list. And I kind of paper clipped it to the back of my May divider here, and then this was my May monthly setup, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. May was my birthday month, and so I decided to do a monthly spread basically all about me and my birthday and celebrating that, and I really thought this was a cute one to look at. Didn't use it too much, but I did have some important things on there noted, and I did reference it as needed. Here is my daily layout for the first week in May. And this planner is my neutral printable planner from my Etsy shop. So if you're looking for that, again, check the description. It's been very nice. I don't have to cover anything, and it's all kind of black and clean, and I can put whatever I want on it. So this very first spread of the month was actually supposed to be in April, but I kind of got off schedule because some things happened to me in April, and I decided to use it for my Mother's Day spread, and I think it turned out really cute. I always like to have the little swoosh style in here, and then like the foiling is, kind of brought it up, kind of made it feel a little more feminine. So this one was really nice and a popular spread too. You guys like these swoosh spreads. The next spread was for the Happy Planner Squad week, basically. It started, I think, the week of the 3rd, and then this was when the squad applications were due. So I thought it'd be a good theme to do for that week. So lots of cute discs, Happy Planner discs. Still pretty functional looking, but I really like this one and I like the colors, so this was a good spread too. And then the next spread is my birthday week. So I did these balloons, and I really like this one too. It was very kind of simple, but you know, the balloons stood out throughout the week, and that was fun to look at. Kind of a rainbow spread as well, so good times. This is the last week in May. I did a botanicals theme based off of the planny thing. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry, but if you go to the Before the Pen, you can kind of see. She had a planner box and sent it out. It was her very first one, and I was excited to try it out. So this one was kind of like an all green, lush, tropical garden type theme. And yeah, you know, it was kind of monotone and clean, and I liked that. Even though there's a lot kind of going on, the color, having it one color really helped make it feel clean and not overwhelming. So a good tip if you guys want to do a lot on a spread with different patterns and textures, if you keep the color scheme kind of limited, it will definitely help make the theme look more, I don't know, soothing and not overwhelming. So that was the end of May, and so I have a couple of sheets in here that I'm using to keep track of what I need to do. I'm going to pull those out, and then I also have my divider here, which I'm going to move all these guys out when I'm done with this video and move in June. So I've done that before in previous videos. It's just moving in and out, but this time I'll save you guys that little extra. Okay, so now we're getting into the health section of my planner, and I've rearranged things a little bit. I had a build my ideal body page. Let me see. This is my this page as my first page before, but because so much stuff went on between April and May, like I had a 12-week setup, and you know, it really just it was not a good time to be focusing on trying to build my body with everything that had happened with me. So I have it in here, but I moved it farther back so that I could kind of focus where I'm at now, which is getting more steps each day. So I have that front and center, and then on the back of that, I believe I have my steps tracker, but I'm hold on a second, let's see what I can do here. Okay, I have my monthly step tracker, so this is what I've been tracking my monthly steps as I go through, and then here on the next page is my weight and measurements, quarterly measurements, so I'm kind of covering that so you don't see, but yeah, so this is where I keep track of my steps, and so I will be putting that in probably tomorrow for May. So that's what's next, and then I have my trackers like I mentioned. We'll flip through. I'm just gonna go there. And then we have my workout sticky note dashboard, which is what I'm using to hold stickies that I used to use when I would go to the gym and plan out my workout schedule. Since I'm obviously not using those right now, they're just, you know, hanging out here and getting use from that. And then I also had some that I was going to try to use for my couch to 5K, and that also kind of got put to the wayside. So all of this is just keeping it for when I'm ready to get back in the gym and everything opens up and we're ready to get back to life as normal. So that's my little front section of my health planner, and then we get started into my monthly layout. So let me pull this up. What I decided to do for my May health monthly, I was still trying to catch up on all of my spreads, and this one kind of just got put to the side. So what I decided to do was just track my physical therapy exercises on this. I kind of set up a little schedule, and it definitely helped me make sure that I was getting things done and going through what I needed to every day, making sure, you know, I have 3 routines I need to do each day, and then if I worked out, I also added those in so I could kind of get an overall picture of how the month went. This I was going to use to do some goals, but I just didn't get to it, and I was really focused on slowly building back up my stamina and kind of getting my health back on track. So that's basically what I use this for. And really simple, but kind of messy. Obviously, you can kind of see it's kind of messy, but you know, got the job done. It was a good way for me to use it. So like I said, in the beginning of May, late April and beginning of May, I was really more focused on getting back to health and physical therapy. So I did this guy in just like an all pen spread with, I think, 2 stickers, these 2 stickers here. I really liked how it turned out though. The colors are fun, and it was really helpful for me to see kind of just like what my progress was doing, but nothing too overwhelming. I actually really like the spread, no stickers-ish. So this is one that you guys probably hadn't seen, and because I didn't do a video on it, I just kind of did it each day. This was the first week of May. This was the second week of May, and this was another one that I didn't actually do a video on. I was just, like I said, trying to catch up. I filmed it, and then I did not get a chance to actually voice it and get it all edited and everything. But, you know, not too different from the techniques I use currently as far as doing my goals section with kind of a highlight or something to stand out for a focus. My workouts at the top, my meals in the middle, and then my stats at the bottom with my habit trackers and goals on the sidebar. So this one was really good. And again, this layout is one of my printables from my Etsy shop. If you are interested, this is the health layout. Again, check the description below if you're interested. Okay, so there's that, and then I have the donut spread, which I did do a video on. This was my birthday week, and I was all about donuts that week. I really loved this spread. The colors and was so fun, and then, you know, it was my birthday, so I just really liked how it came together, and it was just a fun one for a health spread, because you usually don't put things like this for health, but I really enjoyed this one, and yeah. It was also very popular. People love donuts. I'm not the only one. So really good spread, well used. And now we're on to this week, and I still need to fill out Sunday. I'm filming this on Sunday, so I have to fill this in on Monday with my stats and everything for the day before. So that's still left to be done. But other than that, really loved this layout with the florals. Just, it felt really refreshing, and I haven't had anything like this in a long time as far as florals in my health planner, so it was really nice to see it and just gave me new life, if you will. So the colors were great. I love bright colors in my health spread, so I'm really enjoying this one, and just the different styling of the florals. So that's the end of the health spread, and I will do my monthly overview here, kind of Bujo style, in the next day or two when I have all my stats, and then put that away. And I did a video on that as well, so if you want to see how I actually use this, I will link that video above. Okay, so that's the end of my health spread, and now we are into my social. I'm going to just quickly go through this. The month of May was a little bit rocky at first, so things aren't into my normal groove yet. I'm hoping that June will get more into a flow, but May was still a little bit rough, especially in the beginning. I use the Homebody planner for my social. It's a dashboard layout, and it's from the Happy Planner. And so I use this kind of perpetual year at a glance for keeping track of my followers each day. So I have that in here. I use the May monthly layout for my overview. And this is where I kind of keep track of the posts I'm going to be doing for the Instagram, for my Instagram channel, and then also anything in green are my videos. And you can kind of see the red, things kind of got off and things were moved and shifted and everything, but it's still good to have an overall view so I can see what I actually used and move things around and and kind of catch up is what I used this for, catch up near the end, which was good. So that's my monthly layout. Each week I basically write down my posts for each day. If there's a story that I want to do, a story post, I write that in, and then I also do my Pinterest post of all of my Instagram so that can show up there, and then I keep track of my followers and things like that over here, and anything I want to address on my dashboard. So I also use color coding, which this isn't the best week to show you. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip. Yeah, so here's a little bit more with color coding. I use the dark blue for Instagram, the light blue for stories and Instagram, and then purple for Pinterest, and green for YouTube videos. And then I had run out of, what is it, Tombow. So these usually are stuck down to the page, but I ran out, so I was just sticking them on with washi. These first couple of weeks were kind of bare bones, again, because I was just trying to catch up. So it was this week, and then this week I got a little bit more creative. I was just trying to get back into the groove, so I did a little squad goals layout with my styling, and it definitely helped me kind of feel a little bit better about getting into this section of my planner. So I was just kind of feeling like things were totally off track, and you know how you just kind of get where you're just like, I'm never going to catch up. But this really helped me just tackle it each day, so that was nice. And so I did those, and then finally we're into this week. Yeah, I'm almost done with this. I did have some things shift around a bit, but overall I kind of kept it clean, more boss babe style, but still enough color and stuff to make me come back to it and be feeling like it's useful as far as the styling. Okay, so that's really it for my social, and then I will set this guy up as well. I still need to do this for next month. And then I have one more section that I don't share. It's basically my budget section. I'll be updating that and putting in the new month. And then once we get through the budget, it goes into my like long-term storage here. So I have like home items, work items, social like ideas and things, and then miscellaneous things. That's where I keep like my not my habit trackers, my reading list and books to read type stuff. And then we're into my notes section with some extra pages in case I need to write some notes. And so that's it. It's my entire planner. So it was a good month in the end. It didn't start out good, but it got better. So anyway, hopefully June will be a little bit more robust. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye.